Hello and welcome to Will Watches. This is Chainsaw Man episode 9. So last episode, of course, was that bonkers episode, Gunfire, where we're introduced to who I now know is Katana Man. He's like a katana devil or whatever Denji is. He seems to be the same type of devil as Denji. I'm expecting this episode we'll see Makima wake up. There's no way she's dead. Hopefully, maybe we get a reveal on like her devil, if she is a devil, if she is a fiend, like what her situation is. Maybe see if anything happened to Kobeni and Arai, just because we did have that happen off screen. Maybe Kobeni did survive there, or they'll show her like actually dead just to build some stakes, you know. And I am expecting this episode Denji to wake up and just go on a rampage, because I feel like he'll wake up, see all this carnage that's happened while he was like shot, knocked out, and then is just gonna go crazy seeing Himeno dead, or just the remains of Himeno, you know, just her clothes, and then seeing how badly damaged Aki is as well. I feel like he's just gonna go berserk. So before we jump into this, be sure to check out the Patreon page. Over there you can find 1 week early access. You can also find polls so you can vote for what's next. And you can find a full-length timer-based version of this where you just sync up your own footage and you can watch along with me. So yeah, let's just jump right in. I do love, it seems like they reanimate the recap. I don't remember it being from that angle before. Oh yeah, I don't remember that, her fingernail changing like that. I wonder if that's part of her contract with the snake devil. Does she just give up a fingernail to do that? Okay, Power's off doing something maybe? Oh! Okay, the ghost is still slightly alive. Yeah, there we go. They're just gonna see what's just happened. Yeah, so they're after Pashita. Yeah, he gets to go ham. I get to kill you a second time, that's so cool. I was expecting it to jump into the OP. Okay, there it is. You can tell that was just like a splash page from the manga, right? There are still a few characters we haven't met here, like this angel and the plague doctor. So Denji hasn't really like comprehended what's happened yet. He's just going straight for the attack. But once he realizes with Himeno, Power's not here as well, he might assume Power's dead. He'll see Aki is severely injured. He's just going to go berserk, I think. And does he have them gun flesh on him? I feel like he does. He did say to Makima that he got some, but does he have like any on him? Can he swallow one and power up, perhaps, mid-fight? That's a real small drawback for her, really. Just a fingernail. I guess that does give her a time limit, though. Like if she used it 10 times, then she has to wait for her fingernails to grow back. Yeah, he's got him on the run. Oh, look at the power in that though. I love the red and the blue as well. The blue from the Ghost Devil. Oh, really? Is that actually gonna do anything? Yeah. They're lucky he didn't go with the chainsaws for them. Yeah, he's not actually trying to kill these people. He's using his blunt bits for these buddies, for the actual just humans. Oh, Oh, no, he's charging up for this, like, super move he has again. Oh, he got both of them. Yes, he obviously doesn't care about this hostage. Are they actually gonna, like, kidnap him, get away with him? All of Chainsaw's people? Okay. So Vegeta had other contracts in the past. Do they think this is just a contract? But they know about his heart, don't they? And guns are the one thing they're going up against. So Denji rescue mission coming in perhaps? Oh, but Kobeni's not there. She got out of it? Oh, we lost her already. We barely even got to meet them, yeah. Makima's getting back up. I thought she'd blink there or something. There we go. Oh, is that what we're getting? We didn't actually see any of her power. Yeah, how many casualties are there? Like, does the Public Safety Commission even exist anymore after this, you know? Is it just a few of them? No. She even cleaned herself up a bit, took the blood off of her face. So she could just fully recover from that. Oh, and look at the holes she put in them. How would you do that? What kind of devil would do that? Just leave a huge hole like that? Okay. Is this part of her power somehow? Why would you need 30 convicts? Just because they're like willing to do anything to get out of their life imprisonment? Their life sentence? Yeah, there isn't really an end to grab him from. Is there something up? Can he sense something? Oh! Is that Makima's power? She like compressed him? I feel like her power is something spatial. Do they know what her power is? When they had the holes in the chest, I was like, had the inside been displaced from time or something? Or displaced from space? She's got like spatial manipulation? Or was that Raven or that crow supposed to be her there? Or is she just squashing them? Bet she needed these people with life sentences to do it. Really? Okay. And is that the person she is about to kill? How does she know their names as well? Oh, she's like twisting this one. Okay, is it killing the convicts as well? Because that one fell to the ground. Or is it some sort of like karma-based thing where these people, they have death coming to them, but she's like transferring it onto other people? I'm getting kind of Death Note vibes. How she's doing it remotely and she needs their name, or they need to say the name. Can she do it with Katana Man as well then, or not? Seems like it was only with humans. Or did she purposely choose not to? And she uses people with life sentences because that's easy to explain away. You just said they had their conviction, you know, they had it come to them. They were executed. What could she have done from there as well, you know? Oh. Okay, yeah, let's see what happens. We only heard the 2 gunshots. Oh, he took it for her. She's kind of scared of Kobeni there. Does she know what Kobeni's power is too? Oh, okay. First time seeing her like really in action. Oh! She's got the moves, yeah. Was she even using like a contract or a devil power there at all? Or is it some sort of like accuracy devil? I don't know, the way she's like looking and pointing. The thing is, they said before, her like devil power is very strong, but she's quite timid herself. But that seemed the other way. Yeah, she seems so like in control. Does she get like possessed? Yeah. I mean, being surrounded by death like that anyway, what else would you expect? Yeah, she doesn't even know about Himeno. And is Aki okay? He might have just been bleeding out on that rooftop, left to his own devices. And what is Power up to? Has she just used this, you know, chaos to escape? Or is she doing her own thing somewhere? Okay. Even more members into Division 4. So she's gaining even more power. Could this all have been a play by her to get more power somehow? But she was like surprised by her being shot herself, you know? She's still like smiling a little bit.
Makima-san は今回の事態をどこまで想定していましたか?
一般市民に公安の内部事情を教えられないな。
Yeah, now that he's resigned. Yeah, maybe she didn't plan it, but maybe she anticipated it happening. Well, I feel like in general you'd probably consider the possibility of something like this happening anyway, you know? But he could have just been saying that to plant that thought in their minds. Is that Himeno? Yeah, okay. There's still a few questions I have in terms of character statuses at the moment. We don't know how Aki is doing and what Power is up to. What was that mouth we saw there? I'm trying to decipher what we're seeing here, like blood, but it's also transforming into like intestines or something. And that look a bird. Okay, so that was Chainsaw Man episode 9. We finally got to see Makima's power, or at least maybe one of the contracts she has, because they did imply, you know, she could have multiple contracts. We've seen other characters with multiple contracts. If she does have contracts, she probably has a ton, perhaps, and she is very powerful from what we've seen. My 2 theories at the moment are it is something to do with spatial displacement. So, like, she was crushing the people from a distance. She was like influencing gravity or something maybe around them to crush them and like twist them, but then there were also the people who had the holes in them, and I'm wondering if she just kind of like touched them on their belly and then moved their insides to another place in space-time, and then that's just obviously killed them instantly because their heart is gone or whatever. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting, but also I was thinking something along the lines of karma, because it was all the people on death row, so she was like transferring their karma onto these other people. But I think maybe that's not the case, and the reason she has the people from death row is so she can have like a feasible way to explain these dead bodies is they just served their punishment, you know? I think that's more likely the case than it being the karma one. But that is very cool cool to know her capabilities from this long distance as well. So I am wondering as well how she knew the names, because she said, oh, speak the name, and then she crushes them and then they crush in the other place. So is that part of, you know, this contract? She needs to know the names. And also, like, how did she know the names? Did she know these names in advance, or is she knowing these names somehow, you know, just telepathically, or she can like see them and know their names, like Shinigami Eyes from Death Note? I got a lot of kind of Light Yagami, you know, remote killing vibes from that, I guess. But also, why wouldn't she do it on Katana Man and the Snake Devil user? And part of me thinks maybe it has to be kind of equivalent. So she would have had to have a fiend. Like, if she wants to kill a fiend, she has to have a fiend there with her, so she can enact it like evenly, I guess. So she had these death row convicts, but they're just humans, so she could only kill just humans as well. That seems like maybe that might be a limitation of her power, but that does mean she can get like 2 kills for the price of 1. You know, if she had a fiend with her and there's another fiend running off, she just kills the fiend standing next to her and it kills that one too, perhaps. Speaking of fiends, what is Power up to? You know, we got a quick line from, I think it was from Katana Man, saying, oh, the fiend got away. So she just ran off, maybe just out of fear. You know, she said she knew she couldn't do anything, that Katana Man was way faster than her. So maybe she did just like run off. Or is she trying to do something else? I'm not really sure here. But we did see at the start, the ghost devil is either still alive or was like just partially holding on to life for that one final hand to go and pull the chain string. Of course, Denji had to wake up here. And it seems like Denji wasn't really kind of comprehending the situation yet. He probably has memory of just before being shot, but then obviously everything past that he was unconscious for, and he's woken up. He's just seen Katana Man and known to attack him just off of looks. So he's just gone straight in and attacked, and then like lost there. And then he's probably knocked out again now. So it's going to take a while for him to actually realize the consequences of what happened last episode. Himeno dying, Aki in a very severe situation. Obviously, he wouldn't have known about Makima and Arai and Kobeni. We did obviously see Kobeni did survive that though. But he's just kind of out of the loop at the moment. I feel like Aki will be fine eventually. Maybe he'll be out for like 1 or 2 episodes to recover. He has, you know, a lot of damage in his like upper chest, right? That's just where Katana Man just sliced through him. And we saw again, he did that same move. He's insanely quick there, when he like builds up for a bit and then goes in for the strike, just cut straight through Denji and the hostage Denji had. So, you know, number one rule with anime, don't assume someone's dead unless you see a body. And that's exactly what happened with Kobeni. It cut away and then we heard the 2 gunshots. You never know in that situation, and it was Arai jumping in front of Kobeni to save her, which was really cool. And then I am wondering what Kobeni's power is here. Was she even using a power, or was that just like her natural instincts kicking in? But she seemed very like cool-headed and in control, which is kind of the opposite characterization of what we've seen from Kobeni so far. It did almost feel like something had taken over her to fight back. You know, we still don't know what her devil contract is. We know that that's hidden. I am going through my mind, I'm like, what could that be? Like a retaliation one, or like opposites? That would be a really cool concept. You know, it's making her act the opposite of what she usually acts, so it's like the opposite devil. That's all I've got so far. You know, it probably is something else apart from that, but it was really cool seeing her leap into action like that, even if perhaps this is her being possessed by her devil contract. Whatever situation is going on there with her. We did see a little bit of a limitation with the snake devil girl. It seems like every time she summons it, she loses a fingernail. So that means, of course, she only has 10 uses, or maybe potentially 20 if it's toenails as well. But if that's the case, then it's a good like visual indicator. You know, we get to see how many chances she has left, but also it means there is a time limit, because I'm guessing it's like erased the finger now entirely from existence, and then she has to wait for it to grow back, perhaps. I could be like misunderstanding that, or it's just like a bit of damage she receives there, but that's kind of how I'm interpreting it at the moment. I don't know if there is particularly any drawback for Katana Man, because that's not really a contract. He is, I'm assuming, the same as Denji, this kind of devil human hybrid, where I'm assuming he has the heart of, or his heart is the Katana Devil. There is also something interesting they said about Pashita right at the start. They said it was along the lines of Chainsaw shouldn't have any people left. So what I'm assuming there is that long ago Pashita was much more powerful. As we saw in episode 1, we saw Pashita when he was like really injured. So I'm guessing like before that Pashita had a lot of contracts with devil hunters or other humans perhaps. And then something happened where Pashita was attacked for whatever reason. Maybe it got too powerful and other devils were like afraid of it getting too powerful, so they like took it down. Or maybe if a devil has a lot of contracts with devil hunters, perhaps other devils would go after that devil. That makes a lot of sense. If Pashita had a lot of contracts with other devils, then of course you'd be like, hey, all of these devil hunters have chainsaws, let's attack the chainsaw devil so they all lose their power. That makes a lot of sense. Maybe something along those lines happened. But all we know at the moment is something happened in the past with Pashita, and the chainsaw devil in general had a lot more power than they do right now, and was perhaps at some point rivaling the gun devil. There is also something I thought about a few episodes ago, where I was saying, is it possible for devils to actually truly die, because the fears that they are based on never actually die? You know, the ghost devil is dead here, but people are still going to be afraid of ghosts. So either the ghost devil will be reincarnated, or will like a new ghost devil appear eventually when some significant event happens again. Like they said with the gun devil, it kind of appeared when that significant terrorist attack happened. So once the fear reaches like a threshold, the gun devil appeared. Will devils like reappear that are already dead? I feel like that might be the case. So maybe there was a previous chainsaw devil before Pashita, and then it was killed, and then the fear of chainsaws, you know, it still persisted, so it was re-embodied into Pashita somehow. That could be the case here. Okay, so I think that's everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, consider leaving a like or a comment, and if you really loved it, be sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date for all the future uploads. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.